Week number 5 with the Houston Texans franchise mode here on Madden 24, and the Texans go on the road to Atlanta, Georgia to take on the Atlanta Falcons. And of course, last week was a game that was definitely winnable for the Texans. They were in the driver's seat against the Pittsburgh Steelers, and eventually they ended up losing. It was a game that Dameon Pierce went on to score 3 touchdowns, but again, Houston lost that ball game. Now we transition to this Week 5 matchup at Atlanta on the road against Desmond Ridder and the Falcons. The Falcons come to this game with a record of 3-1. Obviously, you know the backstory with the Texans. They have not won a football game just yet. They are 0-4, looking for win number 1 here tonight. But again, it has got progressively better as we've gone on with this franchise mode so far. Keeping it on All Madden for now. We'll see if we have to move that difficulty down or not, but right now it will be on All Madden. And folks, if you haven't yet, though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for some more Madden 24 here on the channel. Desmond Ridder makes the start, of course, for the Falcons, a second-year man out of the University of Cincinnati. 756 yards, 6 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions so far this season. It will be a 1st and 10 for Atlanta to kick things off. Bijan Robinson has not been getting the starting duties at running back for the Falcons this year so far. It has been Cordero Patterson. Now, much has been made out of in real life who will be the starter for the Falcons at running back. For now on the depth chart, I do believe Cordero Patterson is first, even though everyone anticipates it to be Bijan Robinson. However, look at the Texans. They get the Falcons off the field, and we will get the football without being down. Now, CJ Stroud is 6 yards away from hitting 1,000. His first pass completion will likely get him over that 1,000-yard mark. Now, 2 touchdowns to 11 interceptions is really bad, but we'll see what we can get out of him here tonight. He was a lot better last week in that game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2nd and 1 here for Houston. Stroud goes play action fake. Looking to throw, he will scramble to his left, evading the pressure from the Atlanta defense, and CJ Stroud will have himself a first down to the 37-yard line. 3rd and 7 now, though, for Houston from the 40. Stroud dropping back, looking to throw. He will find Mechie on a zig route, and John Mechie will get over the line. It'll be a first down for the Texans, down now to the 48, inching their way closer to Atlanta territory. Stroud in a 1st and 10, booting it to his right, and he will scramble, and he'll pick up more than the first down. Stroud getting down to the 34-yard line, looking to work with his legs, trying to get the passing game involved a little bit more, hopefully, but on a 2nd and 18, it's a handoff for 15 to Dameon Pierce. Pierce gonna stiff arm a man, and he will get close to the first down marker. It'll be a 3rd and 1 now for Houston. Stroud on a read option will give it to Devin Singletary. Again, I think we will keep Singletary instead of potentially moving him. Singletary will pick up the first down. And now a 2nd and 5 for Houston from the 13-yard line. Stroud to his left will find Devin Singletary. Singletary will have the 1st to the 5. Again, it could be another game where Houston could get on the board first. They did last week against the Steelers. Can they do it today against the Falcons on a 2nd and goal? Stroud sits over the middle. He will find John Mechie in the end zone, and the Houston Texans have gone up 7-0 just like that. A touchdown from Stroud to Mechie. That combo has been balling all season long, and again, we are 0-4, but Mechie has been the lone bright spot, I would say, for this Texans team in his real, true rookie season. Yeah, we did miss the extra point, though. Kaimi Fairbairn did miss it, so a 6-0 game with the Falcons back with the football. Cordero Patterson on one play is going to get it back into Houston territory, so the Falcons are over midfield. Ritter steps back on a 1st and 10, looking to throw to his right. He will find his tight end. It will be Jonnu Smith, the former New England Patriot, and Smith will take the Falcons down to the 27-yard line. So Atlanta getting closer to the red zone. It'll be a 2nd and 6 play action boot for Desmond Ridder. He will get the football off, and he goes back to Smith. So back-to-back completions for Desmond Ridder to Jonnu Smith. The Falcons have got it down to the 11-yard line, trying to get on the board before the end of the 1st quarter, and this is what they might do here. A toss to Tyler Algier. Algier going to get away, and it'll be a touchdown for the Falcons. They have made this now, assuming they're going to make the extra point with Young Wei Koo. It will be a 7-6 lead for the Atlanta Falcons. They've one of the best kickers in the game. That's going to be expected. 7-6 going into the 2nd quarter for the Atlanta Falcons. On to the 2nd quarter, Houston's got the football. CJ Stroud on a 2nd and 11. The Falcons bring a corner blitz. It's not going to matter, though. Yeah, Stroud's still going to throw an interception. It will be his 12th of the season in just week number 5. Atlanta will take over in Houston territory. It will be a 3rd and 3 from the 31-yard line. Ridder dropping back over the middle. He will find his receiver for the first down to the 24-yard line. Moving the sticks are the Atlanta Falcons. 1st and 10, boot again for Ridder on the play action fake. Looking, he will dump it off. Jonnu Smith just going to juke everybody out, and somehow Jonnu Smith's going to get in the end zone. It will be a 24-yard touchdown for the Atlanta Falcons. They have now gone up in this game 14-6. Still one possession, obviously, with the 2-point conversion in play. But again, Atlanta now up by 8 points. CJ Stroud, though, back with the football on a 1st and 10. Immediately, he is going to go down, and he will get injured on the play. So I don't know how long Stroud's going to be out, but for now, it will be Davis Mills in the game at quarterback on a 2nd and 15. Mills actually going to find John Mechie, with an athletic player out there by the Alabama receiver in Mechie. And just like that, Davis Mills still in the game though on a 3rd and 2. It's going to be a handoff to Devin Singletary. Singletary's not going to be able to pick up the first down. It'll be a 4th and 2 now for Houston. They're in Atlanta territory. They're going to go for it. Stroud now back in the football game. He's no longer hurt. He goes to John Mechie, and of course, CJ Stroud misses John Mechie. So Atlanta gets the football back on a 3rd and 6. Desmond Ridder from midfield looking, and that ball is going to be tipped by Christian Kirksey. That's going nowhere for that Atlanta drive. Houston immediately gets the football back from their own 17-yard line. 3rd and 1 handoff. Devin Singletary gets absolutely demolished, and we will punt it back just like Atlanta did before us. So Desmond Ridder back with the football again. He's got it from midfield. 1:57 seconds left to go in this first half. He will find the former Raiders receiver and Mac Hollins to the outside. Hollins down to the 30-yard line. Will set up for a 2nd and 3 with 90 seconds to go. Ridder looking to throw to his left. Cordell Patterson, Denzel Perriman's not even looking at him. Patterson takes the Falcons down to the 1-yard line. It's a punch-in situation here on a 1st and goal out the gun. Handoff. Cordell Patterson is in there, and the Atlanta Falcons will extend their lead once more, 21-6. Houston gets on the board first, but since then 21 unanswered for the Atlanta Falcons. However, 35 seconds left to go in this first half for this Texans squad, and on a 3rd and 10 from their own 17-yard line, CJ Stroud is going to find John Mechie. Mechie going to take the Texans all the way down to the 6-yard line. Now can they get in the end zone? That's going to be the question right here. 2nd and goal, 20 seconds to go. They go to a screen, just trying to free up Devin Singletary here, but of course, our O-linemen can't hold up their blocks, so 3rd and goal from the 4. You're trying to get in the end zone before the end of the half. Stroud from under center is going to drop back, look to throw by scrambling to his right. CJ Stroud, nothing opening up, and he is just going to throw it away. Houston going to be forced to kick their field goal. They're going to make it a 9-21 game, so a 12-point ball game going into half. Kaimi Fairbairn's up, and he is good, making that one unlike he did on the extra point to start off this game. So 9-21 is our score going into the second half. The Texans will receive the second half kick, so there is something to look forward to. But yeah, a 21-9 lead for the Falcons. So starting off the second half, CJ Stroud gets it on a 1st and 10, working out the empty gun. He is going to throw a bomb deep to Dalton Schultz, and actually that ball is going to be complete. Schultz gets the Texans all the way down to the 35-yard line with one throw. 1st and 10 now for Houston. Stroud on the handoff to Dameon Pierce. Pierce going to follow his blocker. He's got the first down, and he's got more. Pierce is going to get into the end zone, and the Houston Texans have now made this a very close game. Dameon Pierce makes this one at 21-16. He'll hit the little Uzi Vert, but now we just got to go out and got to get a stop, because Atlanta up by 5. Desmond Ridder back with football on a 1st and 10. He's going to throw a pick right to Christian Kirksey. Kirksey with the interception. I don't know why Ridder's throwing the football there, but it's fine. Houston gets the ball back right away from the 29-yard line. Handoff to Devin Singletary. Singletary is going to dive his way towards the first down marker, and he'll get it. So a 1st and 10 turns into a 2nd and 11 from the 20-yard line. Stroud on a play action fake. There's nowhere to go. Immediately pressure coming in from the outside with the Falcons D line. He's going to throw it away, but of course you get the intentional grounding call, so not much you can do. It will be, a 3rd and 26 from the 35-yard line. We're just trying to make this field goal more manageable for Fairbairn. He gets it to Dalton Schultz. That ball's incomplete. And here comes the 52-yarder from Kaimi Fairbairn from the right hash. Davis Mills in the hold. It's up, and it is good. The Texans make this a 2-point game, 19-21. Got to try to get another stop here from the Falcons, and Desmond Ridder going to find Jonnu Smith the outside down to the 47-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 now from the 41. Handoff to Cordell Patterson. Patterson going to juke out a man. Desmond King trying to make the tackle. He can't. And Cordell Patterson's going to take the Falcons all the way down to the 4-yard line for a 1st and goal opportunity. It's going to be a toss to Tyler Algier, similar to his touchdown earlier. There is another one. Tyler Algier, he had a touchdown, the toss to the left. Now he's got a touchdown on the toss to the right. Algier going to make this game now 28-19. Still a 2-score ball game, 9-point difference. Stroud on a 3rd and 5 is going to find Cole Beasley for his 1 catch a game. Beasley will have the first down to the 48. 1st and 10 again for Houston. Stroud dropping back, looking to throw, waiting, pump fakes, down he goes. Grady Jarrett on the sack makes it now a 3rd and 19 for this Texans offense. Stroud trying to just heave one up, and he's going to find that prayer. He's going to get it to Dalton Schultz. Schultz will have the Texans down to the 34-yard line. Again, what you got to do when you're down in a hole. 1st and 10 for Stroud, dropping back, looking to throw, and he is dropped. So again, there is a hole again. 2nd and 22 now for this Texans offense. 90 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter. Stroud looking, and pressure coming. He's got to get it off, and he throws an interception. Again, your O-line's horrible. That's what's going to happen. Atlanta back with the football, 10 seconds left to go in this quarter, and Desmond Ridder cannot find Kyle Pitts. That ball is incomplete, and the Texans will get the football back down by 9 to kick off the fourth quarter in just a second. On to the fourth quarter, can the Texans find their way from back down 9 to win their first game of the season? Well, there's a start. First down, a completion to Dalton Schultz to the 34-yard line. It will now be a 3rd and 10 for Houston, and there you go. Back to John Mechie over the middle. Mechie takes the Texans into Falcons territory. Davis Mills now in the game because of a CJ Stroud injury, but Mills is going to find Dalton Schultz. Don't worry, Stroud will be back in there very shortly, and there he is. So here comes CJ Stroud on a 2nd and 10, dropping back, but again, there's nowhere to go with the football, so he's just going to take the sack. He's going to lose 11 yards. Houston's backed up now to the Atlanta 42-yard line on a 3rd and 20. CJ Stroud looking to throw. Stroud going to shoot one over the top to John Mechie. I mean, yeah. And here it's either a 59-yard field goal or a punt. We're going to try to pin Atlanta deep because I think it's probably the best move. Because Fairbairn, say he misses the 59-yarder, all right? Where does that put you? That's what we were hoping for, but 2 first downs later from Atlanta, they've got the football down to the 36-yard line. So a 1st and 10 handoff to Cordero Patterson will be much more than a first down. So maybe we should have just tried that field goal with Fairbairn, but I didn't think Fairbairn could make that, honestly. I didn't think he had the leg for that. Anyways, Cordero Patterson is cooking right now. That's going to be another touchdown for the Atlanta offense. Another rushing touchdown for them. Cordero Patterson's going to get in. He scored. Algier scored. Don't know where Bijan Robinson is. They're going to go for two to try to put us out of our misery. They're up by 15, trying to make it 17, and they will not. We are going to stuff Cordero Patterson to the right. 15-point game, not out of reach just yet. However, there's only 4 minutes to go. We're going to need something quick, and CJ Stroud was a bad interception. Yeah, that's bad. Jeff Okudah, the former Detroit Lion, with the interception. Atlanta gets it back. They're still throwing the football, though, on a 2nd and 10. Ridder goes to the end zone. That ball's picked off. Shaq Griffin's going to get it back for the Texans. Okay, 3 minutes, 41 seconds left to go. It is playable now for Houston. Got to get something going in a hurry. Stroud heaves one up, and he will find Mechie for the first down. There's a reason John Mechie leads the NFL in receiving yards. It's 3 minutes to go, 4th and 10. Stroud looking, but he finds John Mechie yet again. That man is uncoverable. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. A 2nd and 10 for CJ Stroud in the offense. He looks and he will thread the needle to Dameon Pierce. Probably the best drive we've had so far for this Houston squad, but here comes a 4th and goal. Game on the line. CJ Stroud stays in the pocket, throws. Oh, and he finds Dalton Schultz. Okay, game's not over just yet. It's going to be an 8-point game. We're not going to go for 2 just yet. We're going to go play defense, make it an 8-point game. It will be a 2nd and 11 here for this Atlanta squad. Hand off Cordero Patterson. We're all over it. We've got 1 timeout. You need the stop here on 3rd and 8. We can get the football back down by 8. Ridder looks to his left, and why is Chase Winovich on Cordero Patterson? I don't know, but he is, and that's going to be your game. There's nothing to say. Again, we're fighting, we're battling, but just not the desired outcome right there. You had it, kind of, not really, but last week was closer. This is another tough game for the Texans. They lose by 8. Your final score 34-26. But again, it's strides of improvement. Next week we will be back at home before the bye week. We will get the New Orleans Saints. So that's another team who I do believe are 4-1, but still a very beatable squad out of a not great NFC South. So we'll be back next week trying to pick up our first victory. But for now, the Texans are 0-5. But again, the last 2 games against both the Steelers and the Falcons have looked better than those first 3 against the Ravens, Colts, and Jaguars. So folks, thank y'all for watching episode number 5 of the Houston Texans Franchise Mode here on Madden 24. If you haven't yet, though, make sure that subscribe button down below for more. Again, thanks again for watching, and Mamba forever.